Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we'll be discussing whether or not Narcissa Malfoy was indeed evil. Narcissa Malfoy was born Narcissa Black, making her a descendant of the proud wizarding family, the House of Black. Known for their pure-blood supremacist views and radical prejudice towards Muggles and mixed-blood witches and wizards, many members of the Black family certainly have a reputation for being, well, evil. Most notably would be Narcissa's sister, Bellatrix Lestrange, mistress of Lord Voldemort himself, and without a doubt the most evil witch of her time. But simply being in immediate relation to someone like Bellatrix doesn't make you evil. This is simple logic. Not to mention the fact that Narcissa and Bellatrix had a third sister, one Andromeda Black, who completely broke with the Black family and rejected their anti-Muggle views. In fact, Andromeda so rejected those views that she married a Muggle-born, Ted Tonks. So, if you could argue that being Bellatrix's sister would mean that Narcissa was inherently evil, you should also be able to argue that being Andromeda's would mean that Narcissa was inherently good. My point in all this is that simply being related to someone can't prove the beliefs and intentions of another. Narcissa herself went on to marry Lucius Malfoy, a wizard from another pure-blood family that highly valued bloodlines. Lucius was also one of Voldemort's most loyal Death Eaters during the First Wizarding War, and was attempting to climb his way back into his good graces throughout the Second Wizarding War. But just because Lucius was a true Death Eater doesn't mean that Narcissa believed in Voldemort as devoutly as her husband, especially considering that she lied to the Dark Lord about Harry's supposed death in the Forbidden Forest during the Battle of Hogwarts. It's also unknown if Narcissa ever took the Dark Mark and became a Death Eater herself. She was always there supporting Voldemort and his followers, but she never seemed to be the one taking on any missions for him. And so, what I'll say is this: I don't believe that Narcissa Malfoy was evil. Cruel, cold, and rather rude? Yes, absolutely. I mean, remember when she called Harry, Ron, and Hermione scum in Madame Malkin's and threatened to kill Harry? Certainly cruel. But evil? No, I really don't think so, since her actions never seem to be motivated by evil intent. Rather, Narcissa's actions were almost always motivated by love for her family, especially her son, Draco. The only reason she calls Harry scum and threatens to kill him is the fact that she blames him for Lucius's arrest, subsequent imprisonment, and failures. Obviously, this is not the most sane reaction, but at least we can account for why she would have said something like that. Compare that with the actions of someone like her sister, Bellatrix, who would say cruel and unusual things just because she enjoyed doing so. There's also the fact that she was willing to defy Voldemort to protect her son. This is the only reason she lies to the Dark Lord about Harry's condition in the Forbidden Forest. She was also willing to share Voldemort's secret plan to have Malfoy kill Dumbledore with Severus Snape in order to protect her son. And so, overall, I would say that Narcissa was a prejudiced witch with narrow views on the world, but who was also a fiercely protective mother and wife. In this way, her actions to protect her family seem little different to me when compared to Molly Weasley or Lily Potter. Narcissa's not evil, she's just a bitch. And with that, we've come to the end of another video. What did you think? Do you agree with me? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.